Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
It was December 6th, 2018, when many of us got our first taste of James Charles. It was Rewind, the horrible YouTube rewind that didn't really have anyone most people gave a shit about or had any major influence on YouTube. Well, I guess James Charles did, and Marquez Brownlee, but frankly, it was like a big circle jerk for the biggest YouTubers that were the least offensive.
What a fucking
It was nothing interesting. It was exactly what YouTube specialized in, sucking the ball sack of those who already made their money. And I'm already demonetized. A little tip from Papa Gundam, I found a glitch in the Matrix. If you don't curse within the first 30 seconds of your video, it'll take YouTube at least 24 to 48 hours to realize that you cursed later in the video. So by that time, you usually get most of your views, and you just skirted the system. That's what I've been doing the past 3 days. Oh, take that, Wachowski. You thought you could stop me, but I can't be stopped. I won't stop. I'm like Puff Daddy in the 90s. Now, James Charles has been no stranger to controversy, but if you're watching my channel, you probably have no idea who the fuck he is, let alone care. Neither did I. I saw him on YouTube's Rewind, and I was like, oh, great, more gay kids. Whoopee! Hooray, progression. Yay. Not to be an asshole, but for real, gay is so normal now, I don't care. I care about as much as a gay person as I do about my next door neighbor. I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Fuck you, Jake. How about that? Fuck you.
So on May 1st, it started coming out a couple things about James Charles. I recall seeing some tweets because people retweeted him back when everybody loved him. He was sitting there saying that he was a virgin or something like that. And I'm like, okay, why is someone retweeting this shit on my timeline? Who cares? But on the 1st of May, people who went to high school with him started talking about the fact that he used to catfish the entire high school soccer team, pretending to be a girl so he could receive dick pics.
What the fuck?
And I quote, so glad to know he's still predatory. It's not exactly something I want to be glad to know. Oh, that guy next door, he's a rapist. Glad to know he's still raping. Never change, Clyde, you piece of shit. Now, this also came out mainly because James Charles was using his YouTube fame and power. This is what it must be like to be popular on YouTube. You can do things. Also, being gay, I think, helps. James Charles, apparently, his hobby, right, is running around and getting straight men to sleep with him, using gay magic, money, and social media power. Apparently, people are so hungry for this clout that they're willing to do damn near anything. Now, this guy who came out named Gage saying that James Charles manipulated him into sex or was trying to manipulate him, because there's so many layers to this shit, dude is fucking crazy. Now, if you watch this dude Gage's video, it's very douchey. It's like a rap video. He's got all this, he's got a camera with a gimbal, these smooth shots, spinning a skateboard, putting his hat on backwards, eating Doritos like it's no big thing. Like, yes, I was thinking about experimenting with my sexuality, and James Charles tried to capitalize on it. That son of a bitch. And frankly, I gotta admit, this Gage kid seems a little gay. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but he's got some fruity in him. I've never seen a straight man eat chips like that. Now, how can you say, he sits there and he goes,
James then saw this as an opportunity to manipulate me as a person who may or may not have been trying to figure things out about their sexuality after the fact of telling him that I was straight multiple times.
That's not straight, darling. That means you're probably bisexual, all right? And you just don't want to admit it to yourself. And if you're fucking around with James Charles, who I gotta admit looks better than most of the women in my local Tinder, you're looking for some strange. But anyway, James Charles tried to manipulate the fuck out of this dude and use social media to just batter him into gay submission. Now, you gotta understand how amazing this is, right? If a straight dude did this, like if I somehow became like the little darling of YouTube in an alternate universe, and I was using my influence to pressure women to have sex with me, my channel would have been canceled a long time ago and I'd be in jail, probably. James Charles apparently does this shit all the time, according to his mentor and surrogate mother, Tati. It's a good name. How come I don't meet women named Tati? The only Tati I know is Tatiana from Drag Race. And sadly, that man is very attractive as a woman. They say God doesn't make mistakes, but sometimes you see some of the men dressed up with, like women, and you're like, why is he not a woman? But the bitch next door is a woman, and she looked like a man. But, you know, whatever. Let's just move on.
Deep thoughts.
Perfect opportunity to hang out, even though I told him I was busy. He then proceeded to get mad at me for not clearing my schedule to meet up, hang out, get food, chill, whatever, talk. And he went off on social media. Like, first of all, he blocked me on everything. Went off on social media, and this is the first time that I was, I guess, subtweeted about.
I bet this kid that James Charles is trying to get in his pants is probably like 6 feet tall or more. And he must constantly have people in his DMs. You know what my DMs look like? It's me and memeology talking. My DMs are people sending me like Twitch thought cancer. And I'm like, please don't send me any more Twitch news. And they're like, Gundam, you got to see this. Because I know it's going to kill you, but you'll say something funny. Let me move on. Because I really don't want to go through this again. I really don't. I sat and watched this shit and then I totally forgot all about it. Now, the best part about all of this is how Suzanne Wachowski and YouTube have been running this initiative for cultivated content. Notice how cultivated content is always geared towards, you know, gay makeup artists and whatnot. You don't ever see any straight dudes in cultivated content. You know, it's like not me up there. Suzanne Wachowski isn't coming to my house going, we got to get your subs up there. You're the quintessential heterosexual male.
Gee, you know how we spoke about getting your subscribers up? She's the big boss of it all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is the whole thing.
I know. How can we help you? You're so talented. We got to get your subscriber numbers way up. We're going to make it happen. All right?
Right around here? Yeah,
We're here. We're here for you. However we can. You have no idea. It really means a lot.
Oh my God! Stop!
You know how to work on vehicles? You don't give a fuck? You're what we need in America. Stronger straight men. God, James Charles, his pastime and hobby is trying to convert straight men into gay sex and emotionally, mentally manipulating them and using social media to pressure them like, I will end you, bitch. Now let me suck your dick. And the guy's like, oh God, not my clout.
Reading is what? Fundamental. Exactly.
Meanwhile, I'm in my kitchen painting tiny robots. Who is the good person here? I think I can say I'm a better person than James Charles, bro. Look how fucked the world is. I'm like a paragon of virtue, and I'm a piece of shit.
Second day, all that. It was a great time. One of the best weekends of my life, not gonna lie. It was a lot of fun. There was some points where I guess he was not sure how I was feeling, even though I was telling him the whole time I wasn't into, I guess you could say, experimenting at that time. He proceeded to get extremely upset with me because of that and kind of tried to play his emotions and push his emotions onto me to kind of guilt me into trying something that I didn't want to do.
I have matured and grown up way faster than anybody else my age. We also have very similar taste in guys too.
Hot.
Masculine.
Straight. We just want what we can't have.
Is this like a new trend in the gay community? Where they're just like, oh, sex with gay men, too vanilla for me, honey. I gotta trick a straight boy. Ooh, you know, like what the hell is going on? Jesus Christ, everything is going all wrong. See, is this not proof gay people have too much power now? Now gay men can pursue straight dudes and force them into gay sex. And you try to tell me straight heterosexual men have all the power? If I look at a woman wrong, she could literally have me up on charges. He looked like he was about to rape me. And I'm like, it's not my fault you had such nice natural breasts. What am I supposed to do? Get him! Arrest him! Stop him! Your heterosexuality ends here, mister. You need to be like James Charles. Jesus Christ. This motherfucker. James Charles is off the chain. You give a gay kid some money and power, look how crazy they go with it. Pretty soon, James Charles can run for president. He's gonna have that slogan, grab him by the dick. He'll get votes, I guarantee you.
Push his emotions onto me to kind of guilt me into trying something that I didn't want to do. So after I denied any of that, he, I guess, went to Twitter again later on.
No, Gage, you don't tell James Charles, you don't tell JC you're busy when he's trolling for straight dick, little mister. Shit, as a straight dude, if I like ask a girl to go out too many times, they call that like harassment, pressuring. James Charles literally is getting straight dudes to fuck him, and it's not that bad. You know, like he just lost 1 million subscribers, but he has 16 million. What's 1 million to that? You know, 16 million, and you lose 1 million don't mean shit. Like if I was a millionaire, if I had $20 million, oh, I lost 1 million. Whatever. It's like when you got $20 and you lose $1. You're like, eh. James Charles is gonna bounce back from this. This shit is only gonna stop him for a hot minute. He'll like have like maybe a week or two of bad shit going on, losing subs and crap, and some endorsements, and then it'll go right back to normal like a month. I bet you he still gets premium ad rates on YouTube. I'm gonna have to get into that later. God, this video could take a while. Fuck me. Fuck. I don't wanna be doing this all day. I'd rather be breathing in paint fumes.
Matured and grown up way faster than anybody else my age. All the other 19-year-olds are like hoeing it around.
And the problem is,
but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine if you're hoeing around. But the problem is,
wish I could relate.
We, like guys our own age, we're like don't have daddy issues.
Yes.
I know you couldn't have guessed that I didn't have a male presence.
So when we're involved in situations with, you know, someone who's around our similar age, 19, 20, 18.
They don't have that same maturity level.
Whenever someone tells you that they're mature, they're not mature, dude. I'm gonna teach you something if you don't know. Most motherfuckers who watch me already know, because my age demographic is like 18-year-old males to like 50. And there's like a few cam girls in the mix and like a handful of porn stars. As I've always said, some of the kindest women in my life have been involved in the porn or adult industry at some point. Anyway, anyone who sits there and goes, I'm mature, isn't mature. If you come across the girl and she goes, I'm not crazy, she's fucking crazy. In fact, she's bipolar. At some point, James Charles and his little pink-haired gay friend, I thought that was a girl for a minute. That's how fucked up things get, and I feel sorry for you young men today. But whatever, not my struggle, I'll be dead soon. They're like, we don't have daddy issues, we like men our own age. Shut the fuck up, you got daddy issues. You look like women. Like for real. I don't have daddy issues, looks like a girl. What? Shit, I got dad issues. I hate my father. My father does not like me either. He was in the special forces in the military. I paint robots, as you can see. I didn't come out like John Rambo.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Oh, God. That should be shot. This video is already 15 minutes, and I just scratched the surface of the James Charles saga that just unfolded recently. Fuck. Let's fast forward, because I don't want to be here all day, and I doubt most of the people who follow me want to hear about, you know, a gay kid using his superpowers called money and fame to manipulate straight dick into his mouth. But, you know, I'm trying to be more family friendly.
James is here to do my bridal makeup, which is what I am wearing right now. I just wanted to congratulate you on almost 1 million on Instagram. I want to say huge congratulations to James Charles. If you have not checked his channel out on YouTube and you want to be inspired, he's a freaking teenager and he's like a genius with makeup. James Charles is the face of their holiday collection, and I saw him do a really cool look and it just made me want to try this palette. We are going to be taking a first look at the new Morphe palette. Hello.
So beautiful. I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. Like it?
It looks so gorgeous. Do you like it?
Well, at this point, we're going to Tati. I don't know who she is, but she's got a great name. Tati Westbrook or something. Probably, she's like a makeup guru. I don't know this makeup stuff. You know, I gave up on makeup the second my band lost our recording deal. I was like, it's over. Fuck it. I'm done with this full face fantasy. Running around here, giving motherfuckers in this shitty ass town literally David Bowie 1973 with makeup of the gods, costumes and everything, and we lost the recording deal. Fuck this. Tati is the woman that made James Charles, literally. This kid had an in with an already big YouTuber who also had a makeup line. Like, he had his, not only did he have his foot in his door, he was in the building having a cappuccino and sitting on leather seats. Literally, this broad gave him life. She is, in all extensive purposes, when it comes to drag and all the other stuff, even though he doesn't do drag, she is his drag mother in a sense. Like, this bitch gave him new life. Yes, he is a real mother, but this bitch came in as mommy number 2 and breastfed you the milk of fame and fortune. I'm still malnourished, mommy. Where's my sip? Tati comes out after James Charles has fucked her over a number of times. Like, this kid has done a number that is amazing. I would stress watch it, but I don't think most people want to sit here for 40 minutes, especially straight men who don't give that much a shit. They're just here because, like, oh, Gundam put out a video. Make me laugh, clown. She made him from the ground up. She created this monster. She gave him a place to stay in LA. She gave him advice. Not only did she give him advice, she gave him business advice. She had her husband staying up at night, drawing up contracts and offering this kid brand deals to use as leverage versus other companies that wanted to hire him, but they weren't giving him a good cut on the makeup and the revenue and so on and so forth. So Tati gets her husband to come in, do his work all damn night. Imagine that shit. Your wife comes to you, goes, listen, my surrogate gay son needs you. Get up and start working. And you have to come up with an offer to have as a counter offer. She gave this kid $1 million counter offer deal as a cushion if what he wanted didn't come through. $1 million advance, plus later revenue and royalties and whatnot. So he could go to the company that wanted him but wanted to screw him over and say, well, this is what Tati's got for me. This is what mommy is doing for me. And they're like, oh, really? Okay, we'll give you something better. We see you're a commodity. You're desirable.
Life. I wrapped as much love as I could around this kid, more from like a parental stance than like a best friend stance. Anytime that James would need help, he'd be like, Dad, what should I do? And he'd come over and he'd be like, I don't like my manager. Will you manage me? And James is like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't do that anymore. But your family, how can I help you? My husband would spend hours on the phone looking over contracts, getting him in a better position. So we helped him get into Style Hall back when basically no one wanted to work with him because of his Ebola scandal. And everyone was really afraid that he was very toxic. But once again, you know, we had his back. They got a boutique management around him. I negotiated another deal on the side for him that would have given him $1 million the following week, with a guarantee and with a higher percentage. Now in business, what this does is it gives you leverage so that you can go over to your other deal that you haven't signed yet and feel like you have a backup plan. So maybe you want deal A really, really badly, but you're nervous to ask for more or nervous to ask for things to be on your terms. You're terrified that if you do, you'll lose deal A, the one that you really, really want. But the psychology of having deal B waiting for you just in case allows you to have a stronger presence when going in and negotiating. So he had that thanks to me and thanks to the hours that my husband spent making sure that he had that padding and that, you know, safety net. And he went and talked to Linda and he got a higher percentage. So literally millions in his bank account.
That is like just utterly insane. So he gets the deal and he's already a millionaire off the bat. Her and her husband also helped him with his YouTube channel. Before, he only made $90 a video. Can't say I know that struggle. $90 a video? That's, dude, oh my God. You know how many videos I put out and collectively over the past 4 years or 3, however long I've been here? Oh my God. I have like 1,000 videos and I'm getting like $90. This motherfucker's getting $90 per video. Tati comes with her husband and then get some shit fixed on his YouTube and whatnot, where he made $2,500 per video.
That he was very toxic, but once again, you know, we had his back. They got a boutique management around him. They finally taught him how to monetize his videos. He was making $90 a video, and because of me and my husband, he was making $2,500 immediately from a switch being flipped because his former management did not go in and do that for him. So that's just like a small sample of some of the things that we've done for James Charles.
You don't even want to know how many months I got to go through making garbage to get $2,500, children. You see how much shit I put out? Man, I can't even. This is why I don't want to watch it again. I'm going to strangle myself, dude. Where's my fucking Jack Daniels? Jesus Christ. This woman went beyond the bat for him. She went beyond the bat. She literally just did more for him than I could imagine anyone doing for me. If it wasn't for my subscriber base, I wouldn't have shit. All right? The computer I used to edit this shit was given to me by TC Games. I'm sitting there like, dude, why the fuck you doing? You know what he says? He goes, do great things. That's all he had to say about it. Basically, my Tati is TC Games, and he's as broke as I am. On top of that, James also would my God, this guy, he'd go to her house and let her know that he would let her know that he was using his fame and power to manipulate straight men into having sex with him.
And that's the huge underlayer to this all, that I finally have had enough. The last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim.
I will read you to filth.
You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them. And you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight. And you know what? That's not okay. That behavior is not okay. Whether you're a woman, a man, gay, straight, bi, whatever sexual orientation you are, that is your personal call, and it is not someone else's to take. It's not someone else's to play with. It's not someone else's to mess with. And how dare you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet and this and that, and I love straight boys, and make it a joke. Because this behavior is not normal, it's not okay. Cracking someone's sexuality is not an escape room.
Get her, Jade.
This is shit that will follow them for the rest of their lives. And you need someone to tell you to stop it. And that's exactly what I did in your kitchen in front of Gabriel Zamora. So I'm really shocked, Gabriel, that you really don't care about this at all and what is happening, that you are totally complicit with the situation, obviously, with the video that you made. All right, I'm pissed.
Jesus Christ, she was grooming this little bastard. And she watched him go from, I guess, a sweet boy, which honestly, from the people who were in high school, if I'm say otherwise, this motherfucker's always been a shithead. That's the power of being gay today. You could be gay and be a fucking asshole and people just let it slide. It's just like, oh, well, he's gay. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? So what, he's gay? Just because gay people had it rough in the 1940s does not mean a motherfucker in 2019 has carte blanche to be a shithead. All right, he's not Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk is dead. Jesus Christ, he's rolling over in his grave. The gay mayor of San Francisco fought for this, children. Anyway, let me get back on point. He does this around Tati, which obviously is not cool. Nobody wants to sit there and hear about you using your fame and power to manipulate people to have sex with you. I'm gay, so it's fine, kind of like shit. She even had a dinner with his family where he's openly telling his family about his sexual escapades. This motherfucker is crazy as cat piss. Imagine being at the dinner table with your mother and father and telling them about how you're banging hookers or something. I had her over the table and her butthole was puckering, Pop. And it's just like,
So talking about that at the dinner table with his parents was kind of weird. Him talking explicitly about sex and things that he would like to do. And I was just like, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I am used to this around, everyone else, but not his parents. Like, I thought around his parents that he would not behave this way. Like, it was just like, no big deal. Like, sucking dick and cock. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner. And I made excuses for you then. You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
No.
Jesus Christ, there's so many layers to this dude. There's so many layers. And I think the real breakup, because apparently he's been screwing her over repeatedly of brand deals and stuff, like he'd do it, and then he'd tell her the day before it came out, like, hey, Mom, I'm doing something shady, but don't take it personal, right? It's just, blah, blah, blah. But this time, he did some vitamins he don't even care about. This shows you how much he gives a shit about his fan base. He does some sort of vitamins that he tells her he can't stand, then turns around and takes a deal with him, screws her over on it because it's direct competitor and all this other crap. And, in some levels, you might go, who cares? But the thing is, this chick made him. Everything he has is through her. Everything. If she did this for me, dude, believe me, I'd be in her corner to the bitter end. For real. If she somehow groomed me into something, like, I don't know, she gave me some shout outs, like, oh, go to New Type HQ and use Gundam's promo code. The fuck's my promo code? It's a Gunpla. That's actually a real commercial, which I didn't intend to put in, but it's all I could think of right now. Maybe New Type HQ will love me. If she did that, I would do anything this bitch needs. She could come out with a makeup palette and go, Gundam, I know your fan base doesn't care for this and I know you don't use it, but I need you to promote it. I'd be on my channel tomorrow, especially if she gave me $1 million advance. Oh my God, darling, these makeup colors, I'm living for them. I'm getting my zhuzh this morning, children. Yeah, I'd be all over it. If PewDiePie came out of nowhere and all of a sudden started endorsing me and doing videos with me, I would go to bat for him. Like, for real. People would come to me, Gundam, your friend PewDiePie recently was dressed up like Adolf Hitler and doing Nazi salutes in a museum. What do you have to say about this? I'd be like, listen, Pewds is playing 4D chess when it comes to comedy, you see. He saw too many Mel Brooks movies last week, and it just sort of seeped into his lexicon. Then PewDiePie fell down the stairs and he hit his head real hard. I was like, Pewds, are you all right? And then he was like, 9 eats forgetting. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, Pewds, it'll wear off in a week. I've been there myself, dude. Not James. You could literally make James a multi-millionaire and give him his entire career, and he will stab you in the back while trying to get your straight brother to fuck him. You know what? I'm putting an end to this. Simply because I had to sit and watch the video again Tati put out, and that's like 48 minutes. All these videos you gotta watch and all this crap you gotta read over a subject. You're just sitting there like, how am I supposed to make this funny for the average straight man? At the end of it all, James, why do I keep wanting to say James Vanderbeek? James Charlie came out and did what every huge YouTuber does when they fuck up royally. He puts out the obligatory I'm sorry video that is soulless, empty, and conveys nothing genuine. There's nothing genuine here. You watch it and it's a whole lot of nothing.
Doing this. I wish that I could say this was the last time that I would make a mistake, but it won't be. I'm sorry for that. In regards to the Coachella situation with the brand deal and the security guard, I've already told my truth about this twice.
Logan to the test. Don't hold back, don't fall short, don't stand up or show support for what's real or fair or true. You really don't care, girl, now do you?
He seems like he barely gives a fuck. At one point, he tries to squeeze out some tears, but it didn't work, which is weird. I haven't met a gay man yet that couldn't cry on command. But oh well, I guess James Charles the first one. And that's that. It's come full circle. It's the usual. Oh, I'm sorry I fucked up, guys. Here's my I'm sorry video.
There are other YouTubers like Ingrid Nielsen who made a YouTube video about something very serious, something that she wanted to share with people, but the way that she chose to share it was, again, so calculated and feels just so disingenuous.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm a lesbian.
I am actually pansexual.
I am transgender.
I love refrigerators.
Number 1, the sigh.
Hi all, James here.
Now, the sigh is a classic manipulation technique. It's really funny how many times this exact technique is used. Format change. Now, this isn't a thing that always happens, but a lot of times when someone's doing a video like this, they break what their normal format is. They either record their video on their phone or on their webcam. If the YouTuber you watch normally makes really excited, happy daily vlogs, and then suddenly out of nowhere, it's like this sad, ultra close-up.
I'm currently traveling abroad and just woke up, but I wanted to sit down and make a video addressing everything that's going on right now.
Consider the fact that you might be being manipulated.
That is all I have to say. I'm sorry.
When a YouTuber leaves in the part of the video where they turn on or turn off the camera, unless it's like a reoccurring gag on their show where they always start by turning on the camera being like, what up, pimps? But most people don't do that. So here's an example of how the video would end. They'd be sitting there, they'd be saying the last few things like, I'll never forget the time that I've had with this person or with this company or with this YouTube channel. And I'm really looking forward to what the future has in store. Blonk.
It's gotten to the point of where like these sorry videos from big YouTubers are so homogenized, I'd say, that they're so by the books that another YouTuber put out a video talking about the manipulation I'm sorry video. Jesus Christ, you know, if I was James Charles, right? All the shit's come out that you're a fucknut. Everybody says they've known you since high school being a dickhead. The move he should have made, he should have came out, full face makeup, full face fantasy, and said, you're fucking right, I did it. I have a fever for straight dick. That's what he should have said. He should have came out of there, did it. He should have said, I'm the baddest bitch on 2 legs. My makeup game is so tight. When you look at me, you see the light. Be gone, child. I did it and I do it again. And people would have said, oh, so gangster. He is so gangster. Should have did some dancing, did more of that bad singing he does. That's right, bitch, I'm stealing yo man. Spin around 3 times, then have Will Smith pop up and go, ah, that's hot, and end the video. It would have been more genuine. Because we all know he doesn't care. This seems like he doesn't give a shit. What does it matter? You know you're gonna be fine. He knows he's gonna be fine. He only lost 1 million subscribers. He'll get him back later. If Rice Gums can literally put out a video where he tells people it's okay to rape this girl because she won't sue you and he bounced back, James Charles will bounce back. This is no big thing for him. Just like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all the big tubers come back. Nothing stops them. He's too big to stop. And he's gay. Gay is the new straight, apparently. I mean, within 24 hours of putting out his I'm sorry video, please forgive me, I won't fuck up again, then he turns around and goes, I probably will fuck up again. He puts out another video, full face fantasy, perfectly fine. The world is supposedly ending. He's on Twitter putting up a video seeming like he's totally cool with it. He's like, I have to go see my people for my meet and greet, all my sisters, and I can't wait to hug you guys and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, of course you can't wait to hug them. Every person that's in that meet and greet room dropped $500 to see you. That's right. He has a tour where to see him and the VIP is $500. Other makeup gurus usually charge you $80. Not James, baby. James would charge you $500. And if you're a girl and you come in there and your boyfriend's cute and he's straight, James is going to try and get his dick. So you pay $500 to have a gay dude try and steal your boyfriend in front of you. Oh my God. Ain't that about a bitch? Meanwhile, YouTube is strangling me like an unwanted pregnancy. James Charles is literally a supervillain. Didn't Feminist Frequency put out a video called The Trope in Video Games Where Villains Are Gay? Well, here you go. James Charles, he's real, he's gay, and he's a villain. Now what you got to say, Anita? You dumb bitch. I can say that. Fuck her. Oh, this is the part where James Charles tries to cry. 6 minutes and 47 seconds in. Good work, James. Oscar worthy. You know what? Forget Sean Penn. James Charles is the greatest actor of all time. Dude, I had more sincerity in my voice when I told Anir Sarkeesian to fuck off. Watching James Charles, darling, your favorite darling. Yes, baby. Yes, you called this beautiful darling. Go play puppy. Okay, I'm done with this, dude. I know there's more I should be looking at. Like, for real, there's more information in the Tati video that I forgot and I should be going over again, but God have mercy, dude. I can't do this. I'd rather go paint. That's more fun. Didn't even talk about Bethesda, damn it.